Chai,
Chai,
chai me,
chai me,
chai me, bitch,
chai me, bitch,
chai me, bitch.
chai me, bitch.
Yapping all the way, yeah, I've got the whole day. Chai,
Chai,
chai me, bitch,
chai me, bitch.
chai me, bitch.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of... Where is it?
Chai me, bitch.
So today, once again, we have Chai, we have me, and we have the bitch.
Hey.
So for today's episode, if you're watching it, you get to see Subi is seated right beside me. Subi, aka Subhas, my older brother.
Fresh and in the flesh.
Ew, he probably planned this for like weeks. No, I'm
did.
kidding. I only asked him to be on this yesterday. Yeah, anyway, so we're finally doing a podcast episode together. And I think nobody asked for this, honestly. It was just something we wanted to do from the start. And Subi is also the reason why I even have a podcast. Because,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean, I said this before in episode 1.
Yeah,
if
you kind of did.
listen.
You kind of did. I did.
Yeah, so he was yapping about how like, oh, Preeti, you need a podcast. So, I mean, it only makes sense to have Subi on this podcast because if not a bit not fair, right? So here we are today. And before we begin properly, I just want to say shout out to everyone on set right now. So shout out to Jayden behind all
Shout out Jayden.
70 cameras. And shout out to Wisan, who is actually going to be in this episode whenever
Yes.
he feels like.
Hey.
Damn loud.
Check his levels.
Sorry.
Yeah, keep it low. Okay, Wisan. Anyways, we also have, I want to thank my mom, but actually today I did not bring her chai. So I must be honest, we don't have chai today. We have Thai ice milk tea.
Yo, this is chai me bitch or Thai ice milk tea me bitch?
I mean, it can be whatever I wanted to be. Chai is tea, right? So
Yeah.
it is Thai ice milk tea today.
Alright,
And
wow.
Wisan, do you want to do the honors?
小弟来了。
Means what? Little bitch, okay, so we also need to shout out Alif, of course, who made this.
Of course, shout out Alif,
soundboard.
DNL, the one and only.
Which one we want to give him? Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Thank you, Wisan.
Thank you,
for
Wisan.
pouring
And
the-
as the main cam gets a nice close up.
of Wisan's body. Sorry, objectify you. Oh, okay, so let's start by cheersing our fake chai.
What are we
Cheersing to
toasting to? What are we cheersing to?
you even being allowed to be on this episode.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
More life.
Oh, it's weird to drink Thai ice milk tea, like
Ooh, this is
non-iced.
warm.
It's not even ice.
Yeah, it's warm.
I like this.
So today, on this episode, honestly, we have no idea what we're going to talk about, but we're just going to talk about life, I guess. And unfortunately, I've spent all my life with this person, so he knows too much. So we are just going to talk about anything and everything. And I kind of wrote like a mini outline. So I guess the first thing that I wanted to put out there is maybe you want to introduce yourself, tell people what you do.
I give pretty great ideas.
Oh, wow.
No lah. So my name is Subhas. I mean, y'all know, and it's so weird because like you've interviewed me so many times in different
No lah.
platforms. Yeah, you have. I feel like
Interviewed-
we've been behind the camera so much.
Yeah, but not like in a, okay, let's talk about anything.
That's true. And not
Yeah.
not over like chai,
Fake chai. Yeah.
So this is definitely unique. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased's brother lah. What
Wow.
else? I give you the Straits Times. The Straits Times. That's what they know. The people know.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I do too much lah, pretty, you know. So
Wow.
I do I make music, I rap, I organize community projects. I guess that's what I do. And yeah lah. Between that, I watch like. I storm into Preeti's room in the middle of the night when she watches Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And yeah lah, I just do a bunch of things lah,
I
honestly.
forgot to mention that you fall asleep and then you don't want to get out of the room.
That's true.
Oh, thank
That's
you,
true.
Wisan.
Preeti has a nice bed.
It's my
All
job.
the
I'm just
time,
gonna
right?
call this out.
Thank
like call out
you.
the bullshit.
About time someone has my back. So it happens all the time, by the way. I'll just be living my life, watching Netflix.
Why else
and-
do you have a sibling if you can't fall asleep in your sister's room?
No, it's complete invasion of like personal space. But at this point, what is personal space, you know? So I'm fine with that. But I guess like I guess what's interesting about like how we both ended up kind of in the same industry and kind of like working together quite a lot is, I guess that's kind of interesting because we never in our lives thought this would happen. And I think how we started off like education paths and stuff like that were really different from the get-go.
Right.
So what did you do when I like decided to do media stuff? What were you doing?
I was rap. So I mean, like after I graduated from uni, I just
Yeah.
started rapping. And I mean, I didn't go to school to make rich people richer. I say this a lot. Like I'm not here to just be another corporatist. So yeah, I just started rapping. And one thing what I do is I just, I get in trouble lah. I get in trouble lah. That's important. I'm Shanmugam's favorite rapper. So so
like he has you on his playlist
for sure.
on
He hears
repeat.
everything. He's like just watching this right now. He's like, no, Tata is getting angry now.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, I guess. Wow.
Don't edit that.
Yeah, we won't. Don't worry. That's fine. I don't think that's gonna violate our conditional warning, so that's fine. But I guess another thing that like I want to get out of the way from the start is that who's the older one?
You.
Wisan, you want to step in now?
Do I continue with the lie or what?
No. So everyone thinks I'm older. I think just cause like I don't know. I guess just because
No.
they see me more
Yeah,
online.
because they know you existed for much longer, like in people's like social media.
Yeah, but I
space.
did not exist in this world
That's
much
true.
longer than
I
you
am
did lah.
older than Preeti, but like only 2 years.
Mm.
So it's nice because some siblings have like a huge age gap
Yeah.
where like it's like a parent, like a middle kind of like, it's just, I don't know. I'm very grateful that like mom kind of went to like a second pregnancy. Shout out to mom, man. Shout out to mom. Like it's not easy.
Yes, bitch.
To mom.
To mom. No,
Yeah.
shout out to mom.
So
Seriously.
I'm also glad we have a 2-year age gap because, but I don't know why I feel like when we were growing up, there were a lot of points in our lives where we were best friends, but there were also a lot of points where we hated each other.
I don't think like they are separate things. I feel like
They're the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like they're the same thing. We hate each other so much because we love each other so much.
I guess so lah.
But I feel like over the years, the extremes have gotten like to a happy like some middle space where like it's never like off the cliff or it's never like too much. So I really appreciate it now.
So what would you say are some of your fondest memories?
Of
Childhood.
us.
Yeah. Then of who? You and Wisan.
Oh well,
Oh.
we sounds
We
like
can
a
get to that
okay.
later.
First of all, we sounds like the brother I never had, so I appreciate Wisan very
Stop.
much.
I want to say the same, but I do have a brother, So you're the younger brother I never had.
It's true. It's true.
Fondest memories, I think. You know that the most precious thing in the world to me. I've shown this before. Like, well, it's in my wallet, which I put offset, but it's a photo of me and you. That
Oh,
we,
yeah, I
we
remember
were
that.
like running.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think the fondest
When we were running
we
foreign
were-
concept for me.
I was chasing you. I think.
No wonder I was running it. If not, I
But
wouldn't.
I think I can't. Okay, how about this? How about like I interject fond memories through this episode? Like the moment something comes back, I'm just gonna hit you all with it.
Yeah, sure. I have
Okay?
a bunch of very fond memories.
Go.
But it's not, I wouldn't say it's one iconic memory. I would say like, so when we were younger, we used to play soccer with anything and everything in the house. And it was always rolled up socks. And
Yes.
I remember like mom always yelling at us because she had like a showcase in the middle of the house. There wasn't even there were no doors. It was not a cabinet thing. It was just shelves with glassware. So it was really just, if you knock it down, you knock it down. There's nothing protecting it. And we
Yeah.
kicked so many socks like on mom's glassware. I don't know how many things we've broken. Mom really put up with a lot.
Wait,
did.
why?
We just play soccer. It
No,
was
why?
fun.
Why
were-
socks? Why was socks the option
like,
for?
There was nothing else.
What else was round and like didn't
And we
seem
couldn't
like it
leave
would
the
damage
house. We
anything?
were like, that's all we had.
You
Yeah.
didn't think of like inflating a balloon?
Wow, you're so privileged. You have balloons
Okay,
in the house.
can we
Oh my
please-
god, you have balloons in the house.
Okay, Wisan is an only child.
I had to play with myself
That's
a
why.
lot.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
not in the
relax.
sense like
Pause.
Wisan.
like play alone.
10 man. I had to play with myself a lot. Okay, complaining no lah. But I mean yeah lah. Of course it's very different like for Wisan because
Yeah.
he didn't have to figure out like what can I make into a soccer ball to play with someone at home.
I mean, actually, it was like And the best part was it wasn't our socks. Oh no, it was like our school socks.
Oh yeah, because it's super thick. like
Yeah,
the
and
white
then we'd
thick
go to
socks,
school
yeah.
like with dirty. I'd go to school with dirty socks all the time.
I don't. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
It
and
was.
this was before we had a dog. So I think like all the like childhood memories was way before we had Minnie or Maxi, of course. So before we had dogs, we had to like do a lot of other random things to just entertain ourselves and actually play games at home. So another thing that like I remember very fondly, it's not a fond memory actually, it's quite stupid and it's quite a bad memory. But I never witnessed this, but mom always talks about this. When
Oh,
you were
no.
younger,
Mm-hmm.
mom was in the midst of ironing clothes.
Oh, you remember mom
And-
burned me?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Subi goes around like fake newsing this up and being like, Mom burned me. But mom's side of the story is literally like, oh, I was ironing clothes halfway and the iron was there and then Subi just went to touch it. And then he just burned himself as a child. I was too young. I was too young to even know this. So I cannot like be a witness here. But according to my mom, he literally just went up to the iron and touched it.
But until now, like the running joke at home is like whenever mom's ironing, I'll be like, okay, mom, relax, don't burn me again.
Yeah. Is that like, and then the best part is I don't even know the story. So I'm just like laughing along. I'm just like, sure, just don't burn him again. Yeah. And another one of like my favorite memories, all-time favorite, is when I think when we first started saying vulgarities at home, I remember going to like Tianxia Chinese tuition or something. Then some Chinese boy teach me the F word. So I started.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put his race into this, but it was a Chinese tuition
I mean, it's
center.
Tianxia
Shamugam,
Chinese
Shamugam,
tuition
timestamp,
Wow.
Shan.
Yeah, so I learned the F word from this boy in class, and I remember saying it for the first time. I got a lot of trouble, and then I think that's when like at home we actually would randomly cuss at each other, and then mom made us like mom locked us in a room with 2 chili buddies.
Oh yeah.
And she
Yes.
asked us to like, okay lah, like you want to say all these things, then you eat this lah, like punish your mouth, you know,
No,
kind
mom
of
said
concept.
tini chicken, and then she put
Yeah.
it in her mouth.
She didn't stuff it out. She gave us the chili and instructed us to like, okay, you finish one each. And I remember sitting on the floor
Wait,
of the room
did
crying.
I eat yours?
Yeah. he
Oh my
literally ate
god!
my chili
What a
padi.
sacrifice!
Yeah. That's how I
I-
remember it.
I ate pretty chili padi.
Yeah.
I remember just so
And-
you could get off.
Yeah, and I was just crying like a little bitch. I mean, I was a
Chimey
child.
bitch. But hey, look, it's in the family. That's why we built our bond through these kind of things.
Yeah.
Eating chili padi for each other. There was a story that I think this is Pretty's favorite story to share.
Which one?
The one time I nearly killed myself in the house.
The sarong?
Yeah.
I have it written down.
Yo, okay, so be on top of like playing like with these rolled up socks, right? I love playing basketball. So what I would do is I'd always like jump in the house, like I'll always try to touch the ceiling, and then I'll like measure how high I can jump.
They're like handprints
There,
on our old
there
house.
were handprints
black
everywhere.
hand marks
And
everywhere.
mom would get, I'll get so much
Ah.
trouble. But because I like jumping around in the house, right? So once my mom hung like my dad's sarong in the
Yeah.
house, and I was just like jumping around in the kitchen. I didn't see the sarong because I was like, you know, NBA move, spin move, then like go up in the sky, hit him with the layup. Then after I landed in the like little in the sarong's what's that?
Like the sarong is a loop, what?
I landed in the sleeve of the sarong, and Pretty was just watching TV, right? And so next thing is I landed in the sarong and I was like wriggling.
He literally almost hung himself. It was very
It
messed
was
up.
very scary. And
Yeah.
Pretty just saw me like, and I was like, Pretty.
Did she help you though? That's the
No, she,
Probably not.
She just like yelled at me, and then I got off. I wriggled free, and then I was like,
Yeah. It was damn scary. Yeah, it's like you were just hopping and
Yeah,
suddenly
that's
you were
scary.
choking. And, it was
And
a
the thing
lot.
about Pretty is she always catches me when I'm like choking, when I'm like I have these like near death experiences. Like I would like be eating something like,
And then I'll be the only one in the room who sees it.
and then that day Pretty was on my bed, and like she was just like watching something, and then I was like just like laying with her hand or something like that.
I almost killed
She
him.
almost choked me.
So like he was just talking about some dumb shit or whatever. Then I just moved my elbow like any normal person, and he choked. Like he literally was gasping.
It was like on my neck.
And I was like, whoa, did I almost kill my own brother?
But I let it go. I'm still here.
Yeah, but it was really like, who asked you to be in my space? So that's always my argument. It's always like why you come here? Why you lie down here? So I always have the upper hand because he's always in my space.
But the
and-
sarong incident was really scary.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I never jumped in the kitchen after that. Like I was like, dude.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing. And then mom probably felt really bad. And then she probably started hanging the clothes outside because of you. Yeah, but I think another one of like, I think this one is definitely a fond memory, not a traumatic one. But I don't know if you remember this, but when High School Musical just came out on Disney Channel.
Okay.
And I think I was in primary school, but P5 or 6.
What did I do?
I can't remember how old I was. Very young. And Disney Channel 7:30, they always have the movies. So I remember camping at the TV. I was so excited, and my mom's brother, Uncle Raja, he came over that day.
Uncle Raja.
I'm putting the
is-
name out there. No, I'm kidding. But he came over that night, and he literally just took the remote and he changed it to AXN. And then I
Action. He will always be like, action station, you know.
AXN, but he was action. Yeah, action. And then I sat there crying because I planned my whole week out, and I was like, I'm gonna watch High School Musical on Disney Channel. I was so sad, and he didn't want to change the channel, and I don't know why I didn't like ask to use the TV in Mom's room. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I remember not being able to watch it. And then Disney Channel does this thing where like on Sundays they will play the encore at like 12
Right.
p.m. And then I was crying, and Subi took like a A4 paper from like the printer, and then he wrote a whole like contract out, and he said, no matter what, on Sunday at 12 o'clock, Preeti will get to watch the TV, and nobody can use the space, nobody can change nobody can
Oh
disturb
my
her.
God.
It's her
Did I
time.
really do that?
You made everyone sign it, and you stuck it on the fridge. I remember, and I thought that was the sweetest thing. Like, you had my bag, but I was very
And I
upset
ate
lah.
the chili. Come on, man.
No, that was really good. That was like definitely
did
one
that?
of the fondest. Yeah,
I don't remember.
I remember that. We have to ask Mom if she remembers. But yeah, I made a big deal because I planned it, and it's like you messed up my plan. Yeah, it was very sweet actually. Thank you for doing that. And High School
course.
Musical is now one of my all-time favorite movies. Wee-san still has never watched it.
Oh wow.
So
I don't know. It's
I got forced to watch.
yeah, we made him
the
watch
movie.
the first one. You enjoyed
Yeah, I
it,
enjoyed
Wee-san.
whatever. I thought it was a series, by the way. I was like, is it a like TV series? Then you and Kai were just like,
We were very
No.
disappointed.
But that's like, it had iconic songs.
Yeah, it has.
The Keep Your Head in the Game. I was a basketball
Yeah,
player,
it's a
right?
basketball
Keep Your Head in the
game,
Game was
movie.
great. And then they used, remember, Stick to the Status Quo? Like,
Yeah.
that's everything, like, anti
That is
what we
literally
do.
the story of our lives now.
Right, no,
Making
but
fun
then,
of the status quo.
but then that's what they were doing, right? They were
Yeah.
like, it was like a part of the movie where they were like,
Breaking
mock
the-
it,
the-
breaking, yeah.
yeah.
So I fuck with High School.
Yeah,
I
High
remember
School
it's the
Musical is really
canteen
good.
scene.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
everyone. I mean, it's a musical, lah.
But
so-
we watched a lot of TV together when we were kids.
Yeah.
And I think like one thing that definitely where the 2-year age gap became like a point of like, I don't know, because TV changed so quickly, like cartoons, like it got really weird. Like Cow and Chicken was a
No, but-
really weird show.
But we weren't allowed to watch Cartoon Network.
Yes, we weren't allowed to
Yeah.
watch Cartoon Network. But Nickelodeon started having weird cartoons
Yeah, Nickelodeon's
too.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
SpongeBob was.
SpongeBob was an
SpongeBob
iconic
was,
show.
like, one of our favorites.
We love SpongeBob. But when Preeti started watching reruns of SpongeBob, I was like, why are you wasting your time? Watch something else. We've watched this before. And I remember that. Remember that?
Yeah, I know. I always love watching repeat stuff. I think it's just because I know what's gonna happen and I love it. it's weird,
I hate
lah.
it. And also, I mean, okay lah. At some point, I didn't want to watch anything other than like Nat Geo.
Yeah, we also had a lot of Animal Planet, Discovery Channel
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
And Mom brought us to a lot of like events. Every time like Nat Geo had a thing a
Yeah.
pop up, like we have pictures of him holding like
The
an iguana,
iguana.
and
Oh,
I'm
man.
holding a snake, and I'm like,
But we are
Tiny.
lucky. We're lucky that Mum always insisted to get cable for us. Cause like, I mean, that's definitely some kids didn't grow up with cable.
yeah.
And we're lucky Mum always made sure we had our like educational channels and yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
then eventually I grew up and started watching E News. So I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I and I started like
Just watching sports.
just watching sports.
about it.
Yeah. And documentaries.
And also, I don't know if you remember this other incident. This one not too fond as well.
Uh-oh.
Remember when I got kicked out of the house for hurting you? Remember we fought, and then I
No.
pinched you so hard that you had scars,
Yeah, you did.
and then I got kicked out of the house.
You were why that's why you got kicked out. You were abusing me.
No, it's just because I left scars, so I was the one who got in more trouble. And by the way, I didn't get kicked out of the house. You know how sometimes in your house you have a gate and then you have a door?
Yeah.
I got trapped in that area.
Okay, first of all, Preeti, I got kicked out like more times than I can remember.
Gosh, but that's on you.
Yeah, no, yeah, what? You
No, mine was that was the one and only time. That's why it's very,
right?
it
No,
stuck
I
with
got
me.
kicked out like Tuesday. Get out, Subhas, get out. Like, you know, like literally. And then once, crazy thing. Our dad, he always would threaten to call the police on me. Always.
Oh my god!
Always threaten to call the police.
Oh my gosh!
Fuck.
I don't know if you remember this,
I
but
remember this.
I was.
Don't tell people why. Don't tell them the
damn
first part.
funny. So no, I don't know if we're talking about the same thing.
Okay, you say yours.
So basically, we usually have dinner together. Like 4 of us used to have dinner at the dining table. Everything was a thing. So I remember Subi would always go play basketball first in the evening, and then
Yeah.
we'd always be waiting for Subi to be done showering and everything so we can have dinner. So we were all already seated at the table, and then when Subi was in the shower, he always had this very bad habit last time, like as a kid, of throwing stuff
Yeah, this is
out
the
the
story.
window.
This is the
But
story.
it was like it was rubbish. It wasn't like things that could kill anyone. It was like banana peel. I mean, it's still obviously this happened when we were children.
Okay, Shanmugam, tune
Children.
away.
This happened when he was like a kid. Okay, so I remember when he was in the shower, our dad acted like someone came to the door. He faked the whole like he
put
go
his-
out,
yeah,
press the
press the
doorbell.
doorbell, and then I was taking a shower, right? Imagine this, okay? I'm sweaty. I just like ate a banana because I'm like, I need my potassium after after the game. Look,
Yeah.
so I really watched like what I ate, right? And then I had a banana, and we lived on a low floor, so I just like fuck it, like what's the bit, right? And then like I went in the shower. I heard, and my dad. The funny part was he said he yelled something first. He was like, "Subhas, did you do that again?" or something like
Yeah,
that.
like he played out this whole narrative. Like he didn't even tell my mom and
Oh
I about
my
the plan.
God.
He just did everything, and it was like he literally acted that like there was a policeman who came up to the house to
Right.
ask who threw this. Did somebody from your house throw this banana skin? And then when Subi came out of the shower, it was like, just now the police came to our house.
Yeah.
And then I was just there at the dining table witnessing.
If I'm not
everything.
wrong, I still remember there was a banana peel that my dad was holding.
Oh.
If I'm not wrong, I think he like, ate another banana and I took the peel and it's like the police gave us this.
The police picked up your trash and
Oh, they
delivered
did?
it to your house to make a point.
They picked up the evidence.
Yeah.
Yo, I was scared.
Yeah, no, it was
was scared.
hilarious though. And then I don't know if I told you lah. I don't know if I told you.
No, I
that was
found
a
out
lie.
eventually. Then I mean like funny man. We had a lot of funny memories with our dad.
Yeah.
Like he would tell us the side effect to like a piece of medicine. And then like he would eat it, right? And then he would like, play out like a fake side effect. And then
He was very dramatic.
And then we all like had the same thing. Like so it was like a vitamin C tablet or something like that. So everybody had it. But then we weren't experiencing side effects. Like only my dad was. So we were like, oh my god, anytime now I'm gonna break out into like a
Yeah.
cold sweat, into something. It was wild.
And he would act it out. He really would
Yeah.
commit. Yeah.
Wow, I tell you.
Yeah, it was quite funny. Like and then he always had the most random like jokes. Like
Yeah.
yeah, Acha was a very interesting person growing
Yeah.
up. And yeah, we had a lot of very weird, fond memories. And yeah, I guess those were some of the best ones, minus the almost.
I think
killing
yeah, the
yourself.
fond. I mean, like we have fond memory alert. I remember one time. It's not so like positive or whatever. It's just a fond memory. I remember once, I spilled Milo all over the house, at the dining table.
Was it when you were hurling the vulgarities thing?
Was I hurling vulgarities?
I think
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
this.
How you, bro? I was like 13.
No, I probably told Wisan about
No,
it.
was there a
Oh.
dining table thing and then you got
Yes.
so upset?
Yes.
You threw Milo at me?
No. Okay, I remember this very clearly. Acha went to like Newton Hawker Center or
Yeah,
something
something
to
like that.
buy like, so we have like different like hot spots when it comes to food. My dad will go there, buy like the oyster omelette, Hokkien mee, because it's really good there. So we tap out everything, came home, we set the table up, and we started drinking our iced Milos first.
Correct.
And I think our parents were still like getting something from the kitchen or whatever. So it's just us. And the newspaper was on the table. The headline on the newspaper was "Girl hurls vulgarities at don't know what." Okay, so I guess that was the first time in our lives we heard the phrase "someone hurl vulgarities."
vulgarities.
So Subi literally did this. I'm sitting across drinking my fucking Milo, nothing to do with this newspaper article at all. He thought it was very funny to literally hurl vulgarities at me. So he did this. He spat on his own hand and he spat different vulgarities.
I didn't spit.
Words. He said like fuck, and then he threw it at me. And then while he was yelling different vulgarities and throwing it on me, he fucking knocked down the Milo, knocked my Milo.
Spilled
So
everyone.
our parents were so pissed off.
So mad.
You're a clown,
I am
You're
a
a
clown.
major clown.
I didn't
You're-
do shit.
That was so funny. Thanks for
Yeah.
remembering that.
Why? Why?
No, the gross part was the catching your own vulgarity and throwing it at your sister. It's like, what was I doing other than existing?
Oh my god, that's a good one.
That was a lot.
That
So
was funny.
those were some of the fondest memories, I
Yo,
guess.
for real, for real, for real.
Wait,
yeah.
going back to the pinching incident. Why did you pinch him? What did he do to you?
I forgot. No, we definitely
Look at
we were
Wisan trying to
fighting.
get me in trouble.
Yes, yeah. No, we were definitely fighting. I just can't remember about what. But then I had like long enough nails to know that I can do something here. So
Oi.
I pinched him.
I do like get on pretty everybody's nerves. I mean, up till today.
Yeah.
I remember once I was chewing gum, and then this is a quick story. Okay, we're not no reaction, Preeti.
Story time.
I was chewing gum, and like I spat it on Preeti's hair.
Oh
He
no.
wanted to spit it out the window once again. I was standing in front of the damn window innocently, spat it right on my head. I started crying and took the scissors and cut my hair. And my mother comes home angry that I didn't wait for her.
I was trying to cut your hair. Remember?
I don't
helped you cut your
remember.
hair.
But eventually I cut it up and it was botched. And then my mum was like, why you never wait for me? You know, I can put like olive oil or peanut butter. And I remember
or almond water or French oil, mom.
my mum had every solution in the book, but then it was my fault lah because I cut my own hair. So yeah,
Super funny.
I was very upset.
Super funny. Yeah, but we always had like our inside jokes and like our own language. So like, we're not gonna do it on camera or anything. But
No
then
one's
like
gonna get it.
we
It'll be damn
always
weird.
have like, because our parents always watch like Tamil Nadagams, and then we didn't understand Tamil, right? So anything that like sounded like catchy or funny or like was a joke that my parents laughed at, we would always repeat it. Like, and then we'd have our own language. And
Yeah.
it's like botched up Tamil, so like you cannot speak it. Like only we would understand.
It's not grammatically correct at all,
all.
and it's just random words that make no proper sense.
And the meanings are all like not associated well. It's all messed up, and
Yeah.
but we only understand each other.
It's like we anyhow define the word, then we use.
Yeah,
yeah.
we have our
so-
own language.
Yeah, so I would say those were like the bulk of some of the great times in our childhood.
Right.
lah.
No, we've had some like tough times also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like, but I think we've always talked about the tough times.
Yeah, no one has heard all this.
Yeah, no. So like, we'll save all that. Like this, I mean, I definitely am so grateful that I have a sister. Not many people can say they have a sister, and then to have a sister that is doing what you're doing, and then also like and then outside of like whatever is like that the world sees, just to have like you and I space to just like talk and be real with each other. I think that's the most, I value that the most, just to be real with each other.
Like me as a sister, then say lah.
Just it.
Okay, so we talked a lot about the fond memories and some traumatic ones, some near-death experiences. But I guess now a lot of people have heard the tough times or like the growing up bits of our lives. So
Right.
let's not like talk about that too much because that's just like stupid and sad, and we're still kind of living
Yes,
that.
we are.
So let's not delve into that too much. But I guess the constant theme in our lives is that we kind of grew up way too fast, too young lah. And I'm not saying it in like a whiny, complaining way, but like a now looking back as like 18, when you were 18, I was 16, you know, we went through a lot and we just grew up really quickly.
Even like 2 months ago,
yeah.
we went through a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so
Yeah, the going through a lot has been a constant. So it's not like we can sit here and talk about like, oh, last time things used to be tough. So it's because it's kind of like
yeah.
we're not out of it yet. We're not out of the woods. So it's kind of like it's weird to talk about it like that.
Yeah, but I feel like we're always, the woods is where we are. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I think that this is just something that's why I tell you, like, the best thing is that we're going through this together. 'Cause I don't know how I'm going to do this alone.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
so-
like that's why I tell a lot of my friends also. Every time like something super messed up happens in our family and stuff, I'm like, at least I have someone who gets it to like go through this with, you know, like because you can talk to your friends and they can be there and they can listen, but it's next level when someone relates, and it's next level when someone has the same exact lived experience, you know, and that's extremely rare. Like you have to be like from the same family or grow up the same exact way to feel that way. So yeah, it's a lot.
I think also, like, and mom also, it's like super, super like strong and inspiring. But also the thing is like, as valuable as there is like someone who can relate directly to that lived experience because it's shared, right? I think we have also been very lucky because we have a group of friends
Yeah.
that like you can say the same thing to the other group of friends. You're like, it's something to have someone that relates, but someone away from it, like a third perspective, is also very valuable. And we are lucky to have both,
Yeah.
like in our friends and family, and like our friends who are family.
Shout out Wisan.
Like me then say
Hey, we like you.
Press one of the
Hey,
soundboard.
which one?
got the like me
Yep,
one,
yep,
man.
yep, that one.
Every time Wisan talks, that's all we hear. But yeah, I think like of course we're super grateful for like the Wisans in our lives, and I think like all my friends are Subi's friends. Like all our friends
Yes,
overlap.
yeah.
Like really, our friends are just our friends in general. There's no Preeti's friend or Subi's friend.
I feel like I've worked very closely with like a lot of your friends.
Yeah, and like it's literally like someday I'll just find like one of my friends in the house working on something. I'll be like, why are you in my house? And then I realize that they're working with Subi on something. So I'm like, I mean that's great lah. Like I love working with my friends, and I love like when it's just very it's an amazing feeling to like do what you do and then get to involve like your loved ones and get to
Yeah.
like and have your friends also benefit from something that's good for you lah, you know, and it's just great. It's a great feeling. So it's even better when both of us can do the same thing.
Yeah.
So let's not talk too much about all the other shit that we had to go through. But of course this year has been a lot for us, and a lot happened like at home, and a lot has been happening for a long time, but this year was just next level intense. Like when we say 2020 is botched, it's really like I don't know what comes after botched, you know? So I can't find a word for that, but I'm glad I have you to like be there and go through everything with me, and to handle a lot of the tough shit lah that I didn't have to deal with, and that you helped shield me from when I was still like a kid, you know, even though you were also a kid.
But looking back, I wouldn't have done it that way.
Oh.
Like looking back, I wouldn't have like tried to keep things from you, or like
Because I'm sensible, right? And I'm actually not bad, right?
yeah,
Making
because
these
you're a
things.
better decision maker than I, and I feel like I just think that it would have been better solved as a team. But you know, it took a while to recognize that we're like we can do this together.
In the moment, like it makes sense to like, okay, I don't want my younger sister to also be affected by this.
Right.
So it makes sense. I mean, I definitely don't feel like, I wish like everyone was more transparent. I definitely don't feel that way. So, and yeah, I mean, I've eventually caught up. I'm up to speed about everything happening in our lives and family. So yeah, I think I'm glad that we get to deal with everything together, and
Right.
neither of us feel alone lah when we have to deal with all the bullshit that happens. So now that we've talked about all that and shared a lot of memories that I don't think people needed to know actually, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and hopefully you can relate if you have siblings as well, or like we son types, you know, only child but also have siblings kind of like us, you know, in his life.
Yeah.
But now I want to like go through the Instagram questions, because I actually asked Instagram. I was like, hey, what y'all want to ask me or Subi? And everyone just asked you
Instagram
something.
gets crazy sometimes.
Instagram is wild. So
It's
let's
wild.
go. I honestly think the questions are quite insane, because I remember seeing some that are really political, and I also remember seeing some that are like,
Shanmugam, tune back in. This is for you.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. In the meantime, Subi, say something.
In the
stall.
meantime, I think also is like one thing I wanted to add is it's really cool that we involve each other in our work so much. Like because we like, it's one thing to just say like, hey, I'm in the studio.
Yeah.
It's another thing to record a song with your sister. You know, same like just you, like to film something, to even have a podcast, but to like do it with me. Like I appreciate that. Like, I think it's nice that we are also like versatile in that way. And we're down to like, we trust each other that we're in good hands as long as like there's good people around.
Yeah, and I think like for all the work I put out, not just the music, like Subi's involved in everything. So like me and Wisan, we really work on every single project that you guys have ever seen that's a Preetipls thing. But behind the scenes is like, I would say Subi's the final pair of eyes that looks at everything before like it goes live. Or not maybe not every single thing, but all the things that I feel like, okay, I need someone to help look through. I need someone to read this. I need someone to tell me if this is funny or if this is great, or like what do you think? I just need a second opinion. It's always Subi. So essentially you are literally the Preetipls team, and we have a WhatsApp group that's Team Preetipls, and
We
it's
do.
just Subi and we
And okay, and also I feel like we are like very compatible in terms of like getting shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like me, it's big Pisces and Virgo energy, so I fuck with it.
I thought I was the horoscopy bitch.
And Taurus,
Yeah, Taurus.
Taurus is-
No.
I'm kidding,
no,
I'm kidding.
No, I
But
love.
yeah, I
It's the
think
last word on the podcast, I'll say.
no, but actually I think like I don't know where like
Is it Tauruses or Tauri?
ew, Taurus is gross.
Fuck, what is a Tauri?
I
You
don't know,
apparently.
plural? But wait. No, I really do think like we complement each other very well. Like you really reel in my idealism. No lah, but sometimes I'm like, you know, I'm just like, yo, we can do all this.
No, I know, like I'm such a realist sometimes, and every time I read my compatibility with any other horoscope, it always says I will bring that person down to earth. Like it always says that. So I know sometimes it comes off as like annoying whiny bitch. I totally
No, it
get
sometimes comes off as
but-
pessimistic.
Yeah, no, and I am pessimistic, so it doesn't help. So it really comes off as like like I can't do this, no, I'm not interested in that, or that's too much. You know, it just comes off as being a no man, not a yes man at all. So
This woman.
no woman. You know, I come off as a no woman all the time. But actually, like, I also have all these crazy ideas, but I just don't put them out there. You know, I just don't ever
Yeah.
like verbalize them because that's when it gets very real.
Right, but the moment Pretty verbalizes them, I like am all in the idea.
Say only.
No, it's real.
Kidding.
No, so I think so that's nice. So when we find like that happy, healthy balance, it's like unstoppable.
Yeah, and I think like it's very evident in like our music videos together and yeah, everything that we've done together lah. So especially the Fuck It Up music video. Anyways,
Get to the questions.
So okay, Instagram questions. This one I have an answer and I hope Subi comes clean about
Oh,
this.
man.
So have y'all ever gotten in an argument that made y'all not speak to each other for days?
Not days. A
A-
year.
A whole ass
whole
year.
I didn't speak to Pretty for a year.
I was 12, by the way.
I was an asshole. Like, I didn't speak to Pretty for a year. It's the biggest thing I regret in my life. So now everything I talk to Pretty.
Yeah.
I really like. I'm very like. I hated myself for a long time for doing
Okay
that.
lah, but you were 14, so now I so like think it's like whatever lah, we were kids.
No, but I was consciously doing it. Like,
Can
don't
we
get me
tell
wrong.
everyone
How
why?
do you do it? Like
No. It was-
consciously ignore Pretty whenever she speaks.
Yeah, man. I
Okay.
will walk past him and he would just act like I don't exist.
Okay, so let's tell the world then. It was really because Pretty was gaming so much.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? It was the PSLE.
Yeah, the PSLE.
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't gaming.
You were playing computer. You came home from the day of getting your results and you were playing a computer game.
I don't remember what I was playing as a 12-year-old.
Diner Dash.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? You were playing Diner Dash. And I was
I'm a
like,
loser.
this bloody girl, take her PSLE comeback, right? I wanted her to get express stream. I feel very bad because it's like, I feel very class elitist.
Yeah, yeah.
like,
It sounds
saying this.
very douchey now,
douchey as
but then-
fuck. But listen, when you only have like when you only have your little sister and you and like literally nothing else and everything's fucking burning like family wise, you want the best for your sister. And so when she came out and she missed her
I
express
missed
by
express.
1 point.
I got
Aiyo.
187,
And then she come back and she
guys.
played Diner Dash.
Okay, I don't remember doing
But
that.
she's done with the exam already, what?
Fucked up the exam. She comes home and
No,
she,
okay,
there was
y'all
no
need to-
remorse.
you
She
need
just
to
like,
understand.
oh, let me get this high score on Diner Dash.
You need to understand, I did not even know what my PSLE score meant. I
Yeah,
literally
fair
got it.
enough.
I saw normal acad. I did not even know that meant 5 years. I did not even do my research in school, like on what's gonna happen in secondary school. I didn't do shit.
Okay, but looking back, that I think that is very true. I also didn't know what it meant, and I only knew that like, oh, this meant the right way, or like the only way that we are going to be successful in this life. And I think what happened afterwards, which was you deciding to go to poly, and like me, eventually like really getting behind that and
Yeah.
like supporting you through that. I feel like that was a moment that kind of closed that loop for me also, and I'm so proud of you. I think you as a sibling, if you are a sibling, trust your siblings. I think our job is to support each other, not necessarily to like we're not each other's projects, you know?
Yes, bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was funny. Like I don't hold any grudges from that. It's
Yo.
now it's a very funny story.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I'm like double the age now. It's really a long time ago. Okay, next question. Who does Maxi love more? Can ask Maxi or not? That's what the person said. Very cute.
Okay, well, I really think Maxi listens to my mom. Maxi trusts Preeti, but she loves me the most.
Shut up lah.
Because she sleeps with Preeti, but
okay.
she plays with me.
I genuinely think like even for Minnie, like our dog before Maxi, I think I'm just the pessimist, right? So I think all the dogs love Subi more because they just don't respect me and I always get bullied. But the thing is, like, I also have like my own special relationship and Maxi just loves me like a different way. Like she really loves us all
No,
very
she loves us
differently.
all, but she
Yeah.
loves us differently. But I know that I represent play to her.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Because
when-
Subi takes her
yeah.
out the most, and
So-
she looks. That's like the highlight of her life, right?
Yeah.
So she really like. I mean, I guess she appreciates that the most, and that's when you see like her enthusiasm right on her face, her tail, everything. You see it happening. So I think if you want to like just by one glance, Maxi loves Subi the
No,
most.
I also like am big and strong enough to like carry her like a baby. So like
Yeah.
she's like
She loves it.
we
Maxi
have-
loves
yeah,
it. Yeah.
But it's Maxi loves all of us like unconditionally.
I think I represent fabulosity to her.
Yeah. Oh my god. Once Maxi was so excited to see Wisan when he entered my house,
Oh
and
my
Wisan just
God.
bought food. He was carrying like the from the kopitiam like the plastic bags with Milo and everything. Maxi pounced on him,
Oh, no.
pierced the Milo bags. Milo spilled
Serious,
all
huh?
over
Yeah.
our white door and like doorstep.
Oh, man.
And then
I was
we
not home.
immediately put like Maxi. Yeah, no one was home, it was just me and Wisan. So immediately carried Maxi, put her in the cage.
She already
so
started licking.
So she doesn't drink the Milo, right? And then I think one of us like did not lock the cage, so we're getting cloths, everything to clean everything, and then we turn around, Maxi's drinking Milo. So it was a hectic.
Oh man.
It was insane. That was
Yeah.
like a crazy 5 minutes. But yeah, Maxi's a lot, and she loves Wisan a
Nah,
lot.
she loves Wisan a lot.
So actually, the answer is Wisan. Yeah. So okay. So someone asked, please recommend a book you think is essential reading for Chinese Singaporeans. So I'll
Oh.
honestly Google this on your own, man. Not gonna. I don't know. I don't know what book you want to read, man.
Read anything, I guess. Sharian George. That would be a good recommendation, I
Mhm.
think. Yeah, I'm. Damn, I have a couple of books. I just like started reading the new narrative
Mm.
book that PJ passed to me after on his podcast.
Mm.
I think just like I don't know. I feel like there's not enough anti-racist books in Singapore, for sure. Because I think not enough people have been grappling with race.
Mm.
Even like Teo Yu Yen's "This Is What Inequality Looks Like," I didn't think like did enough with race.
Mm.
You know, so I feel like, yeah, there's not enough, but also it's there lah. Whether you are perceptive to it, you know.
The next question is, how do y'all manage to not kill one another? We're trying to figure this out every day.
I just told you how she nearly killed me this week. Like this podcast, look,
What?
nothing.
I missed it. I totally missed it.
I said, help me.
Wait, what is the thing that we fight over most often?
What is the thing that we fight over most often? Think about this. Let me think.
Me.
Honestly, yes.
What do we fight over most often?
Wisan's attention.
I think it would be, this is like my stupid older brother instinct,
Classic.
but it's when like Preeti comes home late and doesn't tell anybody. Like that's the one thing that like
I really
get
walked
mad.
into this one. Huh?
No, I really get mad because like for me, okay, tell the world. Like what do I tell you when you're out late?
Wear a seatbelt.
That's the only thing I tell my sister.
I forgot.
I only tell her
No, I wear my seatbelt all the time though.
good.
I do, yeah.
So I only tell her wear your seatbelt and text us on the way home
Yeah.
or something like that. And I don't care what time my sister comes home as long as I know where my sister is, right? But sometimes this girl like doesn't text nobody, and then like my mom is like WhatsApp call, group call. She don't know how to individual call. She just call the whole family group. Then I'll be like, Mom,
It happens to my family
5
also.
a.m.
all the
His
time.
phone ringing,
And
but
then I'm
he's
like,
at
oh,
home.
Pretty's not at home. And then like I would like call her, and then she's like, oh, I'm coming home already. Then next thing you know, it's like, and 2 hours later, yeah, just leaving now. Yeah, no battery already. Yo,
I've never said no battery in like 1 year at least.
but then, okay. The point
It's
is,
gonna rest for a year, then
we
come back again.
We argue about this, but like these days, it's more like fine, you're home safe. Don't do it next time. Like just not don't do it. Like just text me next time. Just let me know. I'm on your side.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, next question. Why are older brothers so annoying?
And I don't know. I'm not gonna dignify that question with a response. Next.
Okay, I don't want to say all these like nice ones. Okay, but okay, next one. Oliver who
Ollie,
was
yo,
on
what's
the
up,
last
Ollie?
episode. He asked, tell us about the golden retriever statue incident.
Yo,
I
you
don't know
set
about
him up.
this.
No, she set Ollie up for this. I'm
No, I
sure.
didn't.
Okay, so
Ollie laughs at me about
okay,
it all the time.
So pretty once I was at the Salvation Army, like walking home, and I just like meandered in, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see what these Christian people be donating. I really did. I was
No,
like,
anyone can donate, right?
no. The Salvation Army is Christian.
Yeah,
Really,
lah,
man,
but
but they
anyone can
accept,
put their
like,
things there to donate.
Yeah lah, fine lah. But I have my reasons for entering the Salvation Army, so I went in, and then after that I was
This
like,
2012.
oh
by the way.
damn, long time ago.
That was
So I
fun.
looked at it and I was like, huh, okay, cool. And then I saw this like golden retriever statue, and like like it had so basically people like buang their things there lah. And I think there was like spelling mistake or something on the dog's collar or something
I
like,
never
or it was
noticed.
chipped or it was botched in some way. So I went in and I was like, Preeti always wanted a golden retriever. So I called my mom and I told my mom, I'm going to prank Preeti, okay? Call her, ask her to call me right now. And Preeti calls me and I'm like, hey, yo, Preeti, I'm going to get a golden retriever, okay? Like right now. Okay, just come home right now. I'm going to get it. It's a puppy. It's really small. And then I told her that and I brought it home and she rushes home and like my mom and I were in on this and there's a statue of a golden retriever on the table. She comes in and she gets so mad at me.
I was so sad.
She was so sad.
I was hanging out with my friends doing
Yeah.
nothing, like just
Yeah.
hanging out in the middle of our
I
school.
feel so
And then I was like, guys, Subi just called me. I'm like, we're getting a
Was
dog.
Oliver there?
Yes, he
No
witnessed it.
wonder.
He knew
Okay.
everything from
That's
the
so
get go, and
sad.
he Ollie had a golden retriever, so Ollie was so excited for me, and then he was like, "Oh my god, okay, go home, like faster, go, like tell us all about it, send us pictures." All my friends were so excited, and then I remember like
fucked up.
struggling to get home. I think I waited for my bus too long, and then it's either I live so near Ngee Ann Poly, by the way. I think like I took a cab, like I rushed there. I really rushed,
This-
and then
this
I
is
walked
for me.
into that.
Say only.
Yeah, that was a big say only energy. The statue is still there in the showcase at home.
is. I feel
because
bad.
Mom thinks it's hilarious
I
to
feel
leave it
bad.
there.
Yeah,
and
no,
Can you
Oh.
imagine if she had to skip school or like
As
skip an
if-
exam just
I would have though.
so you
Not
can
exam
laugh.
lah, not exam. I would have skipped a class for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Wow.
that was thank you, Ollie, for putting me on blast like
Yeah.
that.
So you just want to end it there.
I can't believe I forgot that story though. I can't believe that was not one of because I tried to
Okay,
compartmentalize.
but also like listen, dog lovers out there, adopt a Singapore special. Don't buy golden retrievers.
Correct.
Like it's really like a
unless
botched-
it's a statue, if you want to prank
it's
your
a
sister.
really evil industry. So adopt,
Yeah.
don't shop.
Does he got the sauce?
This
This question is from Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Nat, I do have the sauce. Arvin and I just dropped a single called Sauce. Thanks for the alley-oop. We got it. But then, we just dropped a song called Sauce. So I'm really excited to that people have been really enjoying it. And shout
Yeah.
out to Rani and Kitchen Kumars who shared their space with us to film.
Yeah, you all need to see the
definitely got
music video.
sauce.
And Jake who was in the
Jake.
last episode also.
Listen,
he did the
I
single
love
ad
Jake.
and the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Jake's one and only, man.
What is your unpopular opinion about Preeti? All his opinions are not popular.
My
according to
unpopular
me.
opinion
Yeah.
is that she's a better rapper than any rapper here in this country. That
Wow.
yeah, she's better. Like, okay, no, I'll take that back. Well, I take that back completely. She's a better rapper than you. That's my unpopular opinion, is that she's a better
Talking
rapper
about
than you.
Wisan or who?
No, I'm talking about Shanmugam. He's been watching the whole episode.
I'm scared. Okay, so I have to admit the question that I got the most that I really don't want to put out there, but
I can read it myself.
no, but everyone's just
Yo.
saying dumb shit like, why is he so handsome? Or is the guy beside you single? Don't even care that you're my brother. Is the guy beside you single? Ask him if he's single. Why he looks so good? What else?
What can I say?
Where
No, thank you.
So sad.
everyone just got rejected by my soundboard. Wow. So that's how you're gonna answer it, huh?
Huh?
That's your answer?
No, I'm not gonna be objectified this way on a public platform.
Okay, guys. So next time you tell me that he's good looking, I will call Shanmugam. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but just don't tell me that. I don't want to know, you know. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm not gonna ask you the super political ones just because.
Yo, just ask me. Come on, give me something. I need it.
What's his take on SG politics, the general election, cabinet ministers, and what would he change? if
And
he
that was our show.
Hear more on
Yo,
episode
that was
7.
a lot.
That was just one person's
What was
question.
this?
I'm not gonna put this person
Oh
on
my
blast.
god.
Yeah, and then like, do you support free community church?
No. I barely supported the Salvation Army.
That is true. Shaista asks how he grow his pusat hair. Do you know what's pusat?
I don't know.
Belly button. I hate Shaista
Yo, it's
so much.
Moroccan oil.
Shaista's one of like,
Moroccan's funny.
y'all haven't met her on this podcast, but
Shaista's
Shaista-
usually they have Shaista on there.
Yeah.
Just to ask her to bring her guinea pigs if Jayden's
my
cool with
God.
that.
and then they talk.
It's so funny. She's so funny.
Yeah, Shaista's amazing. Yeah, so not gonna answer her question, huh?
What's the
Okay.
question?
Don't answer
Oh,
it.
I already said Moroccan oil.
Wow, damn gross.
And time.
What does being an ally and solidarity mean to you?
Ooh, it means you listen. It means you shut up. It means you learn, educate yourself, and then it means you're committed lah. I mean, all of us grew up in a fucked up world. Like, grew up in a fucked up world that's like patriarchic, that's like heteronormative, that's violent, that normalizes so much trauma, and so we are products of that environment. So I think first and foremost we must understand and acknowledge that, and then from there we got to unlearn, we got to undo, we got to be ready to accept the shortcomings, and then just work within our communities lah, to build friendship, to build kinships, and to move away from a, like, at the end of the day, capitalism is the biggest ill in society. Like, it's the way we are organized economically. So I really think that we need to start listening lah, starting doing all those things I mentioned at the start of this answer, and just relating to each other in a different way that's not transactional, that's more of like, I care for you, I want to see you thrive.
Like with more empathy and compassion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, that sounds so cliche, but it's like really true. Just like friends lah. Like, that's how, like, we have a mutuality of being.
Yeah.
Like, not just a family. Like, we have each of us. Like, when you go through something, it is community grief. When we went through what we went through, Acha, that's not just us. Like, there are so many people who he has impacted, who he has hurt. All these people are also grieving in a way. And when we have good things that happen to us, it's not just ours. Like, there's money in my pocket, it's not just mine. There are people who have sacrificed for that, and there are people who we can help with that. So I think, like, it's always towards the collective. Yeah. So I think if we keep doing those things immediately, and then keeping that in the back of our mind, like, I think that's how we can build.
If you were a contestant on Miss Universe, confirm win already, this answer.
No time on, no time. What was that? What's the answer that?
I don't know.
How can you help the education? Like,
I know who you're talking about, but I forgot her answer.
I'm not gonna make fun of her. I'm not gonna make fun of her.
You have like 30 seconds to say all that. Okay, so the last question is from RVND, and he asks, if you had to give each other different names, what would they be?
Rambo Asingasamy.
Oh,
Oh, for you lah, yeah lah.
that's my name.
Actually, I really thought that's a good name for your son.
Yeah, so this has been a running joke, but honestly, no one's laughing other than Subi. One day he just was like, "Oh, pretty, next time when you have a son, right, his name is going to be Rambo." And I'm like, why are you naming my unborn kid?
It's
like,
a great name.
it doesn't even exist. I hope I have a daughter just so I don't deal
If
with
it's
this
daughter,
shit.
sure, Rambo.
You said son. You
Okay,
said explicitly
Lamborghini is your daughter.
son. What is wrong? Okay, Rambo, if you're listening to this.
No, but for real.
Rambo, mommy loves you.
What? First of all, shout out to Arvin. He has the best ad-libs, okay? Can you give me a name? What name would you call me?
I don't know, like pretty and ugly or something like that.
That's whack.
I don't know. What, besides, what would you want to name Subi?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really
I
don't
always
know.
give people names. Like, I always, like, randomly in the house, like, okay, Maxi has a new name.
Yeah, like every day, everyone has a new
Every
name.
day.
Yeah.
What do you call Kaing that time? What, Grande, Ariana?
But
Parian?
No, Kanina Cabello. You forget? Yeah, my friend Kaing. I'm sorry.
I'm
like,
sorry, Kai. Yo, don't-
Kaing opens
yo,
the door and then
listen.
Subi goes, "Hey, Karina Cabello!"
it's really very unfortunate. Like nobody.
Nobody
fits.
call Kai that, okay? I will not stand for that.
Yeah, No,
Okay.
Kaing has never actually been called that. It was just a moment you said it and we laughed and we were like, why?
Karina
And we moved
Cabello.
on. Yeah, then Pariana Grande.
Pariana
Misan is
Grande.
Pariana Grande.
I just have lots of names. I just am quite creative.
Yeah, it's quite wild at home when we
It's
start
super funny.
when we start spiraling like this. It's not
gone.
healthy.
It's gone. It's like I wish there were cameras around.
It's so unproductive. Like we were planning to get so much shit done, and then we just start talking about stupid shit like this, and nothing gets done.
Yeah.
And now his new thing is to like literally make bird noises at home. Yeah, so that's how he greets anyone.
I wake up in the morning, cuckoo.
Yeah, and then he will cuckoo until somebody does it back. So I'll be
I'll be
just
like,
lying in my
cuckoo?
own room like, fuck, I need to say this shit today. So yeah, I wish I was joking. Like Wisan has cuckooed already. He's a convert. Everyone does it if they step in my house now. So don't come over.
This episode is gonna change my life.
Yeah, I always jokingly tell Subi, people need to see the real Subi. Like,
This is
people
really-
don't see this shit online, obviously.
Yo,
Unless it's on my channel.
I actually don't care about politics.
Wow.
I'm a
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna end this episode on the cuckoo note, and now let's do our song recommendation at the end of the
listen, I
episode.
got a great one for y'all. Listen, I've been going through my entire playlist, curating,
I'm very
and
scared.
and
Pretty,
I've-
can you go first?
Can. So the song that I picked, of course, I tried to pick something with some form of like sentiment, which Subi did not give a shit about. So the song that I picked is Our Song Together.
What? Okay.
So this was our first song together, and this was
Yeah.
2018
It was-
December.
It was fun.
2 years ago, and the music video was so much fun. We worked with our friends Marcus and it was like a lot of fun, and the video was very intense, a very long music video. Go watch it. We will link it below.
Yes, we will.
And yeah, that was the most fun because it was our first song together, and it was about time.
It was random because there was just a YouTube beat playing, and then we just like said this random word like "Wuda Sutraya" over the beat, and then that became the song.
Yeah, that's literally it. So
that's the story.
That's my song recommendation. Go listen to our song, our first song together.
Okay, my song
And
recommendation. Listen,
Has no sentimental value.
don't link this in the caption. Okay, this song is one of the most iconic songs. My favorite rap song in Singapore. This is the one and only Sugar Shay featuring Jack Neo.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, book day.
Legend shit.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
This is the wackest song in Singapore's music history. Highly recommend this.
Stop playing it
Okay,
again.
okay.
Okay, so anyway.
Wait, hold on. There's a Jack Neo verse here.
Yeah.
That goes like 我们只是来到 CMB 拿着我的拼 IC 我的 PIMP. I don't know, he goes like that's his flow, like that's how he raps.
I mean, it's genuine rapping. Like, I didn't expect anything
Mike,
else.
he needs to stop. Put down the mic, Mike. Put down the mic.
Okay, anyways, like I said, no sentimental value
Nothing.
whatsoever.
Don't link this. Go and watch on YouTube and dislike this video.
Don't have to do anything. You just can laugh at this moment and move on.
I'm just-
Form your own opinion.
Listen, I'm just
Correct.
kidding.
Yes.
Real talk.
That one
like-
different show lah.
That's no. What's real talk? Who's
No, it's another show.
like a podcast?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm not gonna make any podcast jokes about any other podcasts
Yeah,
in
don't.
Singapore. But anyway, the point is, for real, local artists, stay independent, keep hustling, and stay connected. We need to unionize. Podcasters also, and everybody got a new podcast. Everybody and their mother got a podcast now. But the point is, make sure y'all stick together because there's too much. Just because a famous Nas line, just because they printed someone else's money, just because no, scroll back, I fucked up. They ain't stopped printing money cause they made mine. Listen, that quote might be misplaced. End the show, Preeti.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for being on this episode of Chimey Bit. No, we gotta
Uh-oh.
do this right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you
Thank
have the
you.
soundboard.
Thank you for being on this episode of Chimey Bitch.
Thank you for having me. I love you. I'll see you at home later.
Yeah.
Hey.
What time am I coming home?
Wear your seatbelt.
I will wear
Okay.
my seatbelt. So check out the links in the description boxes. Literally just going to be to our music video. That's about it. And also to Sauce, the new song that you just
Sauce.
dropped.
Hey, when is the episode dropping? What date?
If you're listening to this, it's Friday.
This coming Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, next week I got a song coming out too with Alif and
Oh.
Daniel. Remind you.
Okay, that's
And then my album's coming out later this year.
Ooh.
Wow,
So there's a
a
lot
lot of
going on. No, I
information.
tell you already.
Correct,
I
I know
didn't take
already.
any Mindef money for this album, so go listen to it. Go buy it. Go buy it when it's out. Okay.
And with that, we're done with episode 6 of Chimey Bitch. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you on the next one.
Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
You've just made it to the end of an episode of Chimey Bitch. Wow, you listened to the whole thing, ah. You like me, then say lah. But if you liked it, make sure you're followed and subscribed so you know every time a new episode of Chimey Bitch or any other Preetipls video is out. Okay, bye-bye.